Welcome everyone to a Yoga Stretch Fusion floor only class. So we're going to be on the floor, staying on the floor. I'm Jennifer Wagner with Collective Wellness, and this is a fusion of yoga, Tai Chi, ballet, dynamic stretching, kind of the best of the best, really. We'll be moving and stretching and working the muscles and stretching at the same time is what you'll see a lot happen with these workouts. And I do this once a week. So, well, next week will be standing. I just posted one last week, and you will see those at the end. Don't forget to subscribe. Click on that button down below there that says subscribe in red, and then you'll have a chance at the end also. All right, let's get started. Have a mat or a space to work with and come down to the floor if you're not there yet. And we're actually going to start by laying on the floor. So you're just going to turn yourself to the side, come down elbows first, and then just into a relaxation pose. And just kind of center our body and our mind first. Excuse me. So palms open to the sky. And just kind of wiggle those hips and just kind of release them. Let your feet fall to the floor comfortably apart. Eyes gently closed. And just take a deep breath in. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Just let your body release. Finding that center. Just allowing our body to slow down. Let yourself become present in the moment. We allow our thoughts to come through, but they just let go. Inhale. And exhale. Opening your eyes. Start with a full body stretch. So arms come up over your head and you're going to extend through your toes and fingertips. Reach, stretch. Imagine yourself, you're like taffy being pulled apart from the toes and fingertips. Deep breath in and exhale. Bring your arms down by your sides, palms facing down, pressing into the floor, bending at the knees. Heels come in towards the tush, toes and knees are lined up. We're going to go into a bridge, but not a full bridge. You're just going to tuck your tailbone under first. Tuck your hips, and then you're going to lift your hips up off the floor just to about a straight line, and then you're going to come down and then untuck to the hips. So you've got a pelvic tilt, so activating the core, the abs and back, and then pressing the hips to the sky, and then back down and release the hips again. So I want you to, we're feeling this, keep going as I'm talking. The one thing to think about is that we're actively moving through the hips. We don't realize how tight our hips get, that just doing that pelvic tilt might be work for some of you, having that movement and the muscle memory. And then, of course, we're working through the core as we lift up and down. So we are activating everything through the midsection, our powerhouse muscles. Let's do that one more time. One more time. And release. All right. Go ahead and lift your feet up off the floor, and shins are facing the sky. Go ahead and tuck the tailbone in. Might have to adjust those hips a little bit if you need to. All right, back is flat, palms facing down. We're going to tap one foot to the floor and then back up, and then the other foot. So our core, our back is right at the floor. Getting tongue-tied here. and palms facing in. So we're just kind of creating that base as we activate and tap. Good. Now, if you want to challenge yourself, you can extend further out and then come back in. Extend further out and back in. Good. You could always do this reverse if you need to. This is an option. There's always options so that you can still progress and keep going and still join in. I want you to be continuously moving with us. Let's do one more each at the level that works for you. Good. Now bring those knees in, grab your arms around underneath and pull in. So we're taking the stress off the knees and just pull your knees in. And then if you like, you can rock side to side, kind of a massage through the back. And if you got your knees in pretty far, you're going to feel this in the upper hips. But if you're not able to bring your knees in as far, you're going to feel this a little bit lower in the hips, which is okay. However you can get those knees in. Inhale and exhale. All right, you're going to center. Legs come up to the sky, hands behind your thighs, point and flex. A lot of times you'll see where it's a combination of actively stretching, so that dynamic stretching, and then we hold the stretches. Or it's a matter of strengthening one side of the body and stretching the other side of the body. You see that happening. This is similar to what I do with my clients. I have clients that do virtually and in person. Okay, you're going to flex your feet and push the heels to the sky. Try to straighten those legs and then pull in. I want you to activate through the quads. So this is where the strength portion comes into play. So activate these muscles right through the thighs into the knees and then stretch through the back. So if you sit at a desk all day, this is very helpful because these muscles tend to get pretty tight as the quads tend to be underactive. So this is a great one to do, and just pull in a little further. Keep your breathing going, squeezing those quads, which also allows you to go deeper in that stretch too. Good. Point those toes now. Stretch. You're going to relax the quads now. Let them go a little bit if you need to, or if you can, and then point the toes to the sky as you feel that through the shins and to the tops of the feet, and then bring those legs in further if you can. Good. All right, we're going to be alternating lowering down to the floor and then switch. So we've got kind of a ballet, even a little bit of Pilates in here. Now you can lower your foot to the floor for a rest each time if you need to, or challenge yourself by extending the leg, but it's not touching the floor. So we're working the core, abs and back, and then we're also working those thighs. I do this a few more times. One more each. Toes press to the sky when you have your leg up. Good. All right, now switch your legs lower down to the floor. This one's going to rest on the floor. Take your hand behind your thigh still. Okay, so the leg that's on the floor, I have my right leg on the floor. This one's resting and you're going to feel those hip flexors stretching. And then you're going to bend your left knee, take your hands around and pull in. So we're going to really get into these hips now. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and rotate the ankle. Deep breath in, release. When we continuously breathe, one, we're supplying oxygen to the body, to the muscles that needed to work, but also for the fact that it helps relax the body. When you relax the body, you allow those muscles to stretch and go through the motion. All right, take your right hand to the outside of your left knee, and then left arm goes out. You're going to pull the knee in first, and then you're going to cross over, keeping your shoulders on the floor. You're going to feel this in the outer hip and into your back. Your right leg is still down. Come back to center, switch your hands out, and then now you're going to open. Your knee is bent, pull your knee in. So your knee is going into the shoulder, towards the shoulder, and then open through those hips and arms out to the side. Right leg is still down, hips are still on the floor. Okay, come back to center. Now we're going to straighten that leg, and then we're going to rotate the ankle. Feel it all the way down the leg and into the toes, up into the toes. Good. Now flex the foot, right hand to the outside of your leg, and it can be thigh, calf, or even foot. And then your left arm out, and we're crossing the body. So grab your hold of your leg wherever you can. Heel is pushed away, so your foot is flexed, and then you're crossing over. Feel that all the way down through here. Might be intense. That's okay as long as you breathe. Good. Come back to center. Switch your hands out now. Left hand on the inside of the calf or the foot, and then right arm out. This one, careful not to tip, but you're going to push the heel away out. Really feel that in the inner thigh and groin. Let's see, my face disappears. All right, back up. Bend the knee, pull in towards you, and then extend to the floor. Should feel longer. I always love that feeling. All right, right knee comes in, left leg stays on the floor, or switching out, whatever you were doing. But I want you to, you're going to feel the hip flexors here, and then you're going to pull your right knee in as far as you can do that, and then rotate the ankles or ankle. With the yoga stretch fusion, you will see me do a lot of work to the hips and the shoulders. They are very complicated joints. And so you will always see me focusing on those, both or just hips or just shoulders, depending on the session. All right, keep your knee bent. Now left hand grabs a hold, right arm out to the side, pull your knee in, and then cross it over. Feel that in the outer hip and lower back. It's really important to pull the knee in first and then cross over to really get that stretch. Left leg is relaxed. Feel that to the right side. Inhale and exhale. Come back to center. Switch your hands out. Pull your knee in and open. Pull your knee in and open. Inhale and exhale. All right, come back to center. Straighten that leg up to the sky. Grab a hold of the back of the thigh and rotate the ankle. Really try to elongate the leg while you do this. Feel that through the toes and down into the leg. Really emphasizing the movement. It's not about speed. All right, flex the foot. Okay, left hand grabs a hold of the outside of the leg or foot. I'm going to try to grab a hold of my foot here and then rest my head back down and then cross it over. Whew. Feel this side. This side's a little tighter usually for me. Heel pushing away, crossing the body, shoulders down, both sets of shoulders. Both sets, both shoulders. You always get to hear all the crazy things I say because I do not edit these. So it's just like you're in with me in person. All right, center. Switch your hands. So right hand gets a hold of the calf or even the thigh if needed, or your foot. And then you're opening up. Try not to tip. This one easy to tip. So your left hip is down, left leg is relaxed. You're going to really feel the hip flexors with this one. And then push your heel away as you feel that through the inner thigh and groin. So we've got multiple muscles that we're stretching and working at the same time. Shoulders down, deep breath in, and exhale. And come back in, bend the knee, pull your knee in as far as you can, and then release. That should feel nice and long. Full body stretch again, extending to those toes and fingertips, reaching as far as you can. Bring your arms straight up. We're going to cross over. Reach as far as you can. Reach as far as you can. Go and work through those fingers, bending and stretching. So feel that through the shoulders and the back, all the way down into those fingers. Bring those arms up. Switch your arms out. So cross them over the other way. And then you're going to rotate your wrist one way and then the other way. Really reach those arms as far as you can in opposite direction. Inhale and exhale. And release. Go ahead and roll over. Bend the knees first and roll over facing me. Your bottom hand is underneath your head and your elbow is straight forward so that we're not straining this shoulder. Knees are bent, hips are straight up and down, top arm straight up to the sky. And you're going to open gently and then come back in. Open gently, come back in. Keep your knees down and you're slowly just going to be opening further and further. Good. Go ahead and open up now. Chest open to the sky. Reach away from you and open at the same time. Feel that deep into the shoulder and into the chest. This is a great stretch because we don't realize how short those muscles tend to get, our pecs and our deltoids, because we do everything in front of us. Those muscles are shortened the entire time. See if you can reach your hand higher towards your head and really get deep. Whew. Right in here is where I can feel it. Bring your arm in. You're going to push yourself up. Keep your legs right where they're at. Push yourself up. You're going to grab a hold of your top ankle, and then you're going to reach up and over, stretch down the side of the body. And then you're going to reach down, and then up and over, and down. So it's kind of with a dynamic stretching. We're moving and stretching. We're not actually holding the whole time. So think of it as kind of like a warm-up, like you're just slowly going deeper into that stretch with each movement. Okay, this one we're going to go all the way up. Reaching up and over. Feel that down into the hips. And release. Okay, we're going to flip our legs around and then lower ourselves down to the floor again. We're going to stretch the chest on the other side. So bottom hand underneath your head, elbows straight forward, knees are bent, hips are perpendicular, and then straight up to the sky. All right, we're going to open and release, open and release. And we're just slowly going deeper each time before we actually do a full-on stretch. Don't forget to breathe. You're reaching away, so it's not just the opening, it's reaching back. All right, let's open up and hold, chest open to the sky. Reaching away. When you reach away, like I'm trying to reach towards the back wall. And when I do that, I really feel that in the chest and into the shoulder, almost like they're pulling apart from each other. Keep your breathing going. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Release. And push yourself up. Use your hands. Push yourself up. Grab a hold of the top ankle. Lifting up and over. Lift the rib cage. So it's like your hip is down, rib cage up and over. And then release. And up and over. And release. And up and over. So the floor version I love because sometimes we just want to get on the floor and stay on the floor. But I don't do this. I either is floor only or standing only. So if you have problems with getting up and down, either physically or, we get dizzy easily. Okay, up and over, hold. So there's some benefits to that. Inhale. Exhale, release. All right, sitting comfortably. We're going to stretch the neck and shoulder out. So crisscross those legs without them overlapping, or just sit comfortably, whatever works for you. And then just rock your head side to side. Never want to forget our necks and our shoulders. So we spend our days, what a lot of people do, this, and they don't realize it. So we opened up those muscles. Now we're getting into the chest, or excuse me, into the neck and shoulders. Turn your head side to side. To the front. Deep breath in, reach for the sky as high as you can go. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more time. And exhale. And namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe, and you'll see I'll put a standing fusion there for you, you can check out also. Have a wonderful day, and please come back. Take care.